All right, so
This is the second half of the episode 4.
no Shackles podcast. We had to split it up for half hour. I'll probably cut this part off because there's no reason to. It'll just continue. Whoa,
Yeah.
and I could just watch it whenever. I've bought a couple movies on there already. I bought most of the Jurassic World movies,
Yeah.
like the first Jurassic Park onto Jurassic World, where Chris Pratt is on it.
Yeah.
I have most of those movies. I have Guardians of the Galaxy from Volume 1, 2, and 3.
hmm
Uh, what other movies? Oh, the one I want to watch was the with Leonardo DiCaprio, where he's getting fucked up by
The
the
Revenant.
bear.
Yeah, The
The
Revenant.
Revenant. I've been wanting to watch that movie, dude.
Yeah.
That was such a good movie when we first saw it. I was like, damn, this movie's great. I think he even got an award for it too.
Yeah, that was his first Oscar, I think he won from that performance.
Yeah, it was so good, dude. It was a good movie.
But yeah, what I really liked about that movie too was it's historical. I love history. It's historical. It takes place. It just looks so much like it was recorded in those days
Uh huh.
of the Indians and the
And the way they spoke too,
settlers.
dude, it was really good.
It was.
It was really good. It's like
All the
natural.
actors were superb.
Yeah, dude, they all did really good.
The camera work, the lighting, the effect.
It's crazy, dog.
Everything was really good.
His son got taken out,
Super cinematic and
and
dramatic.
then he almost got taken out by the bear, and it almost got taken out by the same dude that took out his son, dude.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. And the Indians when they came out and challenged him,
Mm-hmm.
but he started making his way out and just getting himself better. Then he no spoilers, dog, especially for the people that haven't watched it yet. But if you haven't watched it, man, 5 out of 5 stars, dude. It was a great movie. I think it's one of the best movies he's made by far, dude. It's really good.
I really like.
Really good.
It's very. I don't know if the word is poetic, but it's very, very much a well done cinematic movie.
From the beginning to end, dude, that movie's been
Really
top
good.
notch. It's really good. Another one is Arrivals. Remember that?
Oh, The Arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. We watched
That's
someone
a
in
good
theater,
movie.
huh?
Yeah, we watched it in theaters. And
Yeah.
on top of that, we listened to the song,
The theme song in the
the
back.
theme
Yeah.
song in the background. Sometimes we'll play it. We'll do deep thinking.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about all kinds of stuff that just come to mind, dude.
The
It's so good.
On the Nature of Daylight's what it's
Yeah,
called.
dude, that's
by,
such a good movie.
by I think it's Max Richter. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Richter.
Yeah. I think on episode 1 or 2,
Mm-hmm.
we mentioned that we watched a movie. Remember the movie we watched at your guys' apartment? At your guys' place?
Yeah.
What's the name of that movie that we watched? Remember, I liked the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh yeah.
The whole movie was it was too much talking.
Yeah.
But the last 10 minutes where that thing came out.
Oh yeah.
That was from there on. Oh dude, that looks sick, dude. It looked like it was
You like the sound of it?
Yeah, the sound effects and the thing that I don't know what it was, but it looked cool as hell, dude.
It really brought out the imaginative element that you should have in making movies.
Yeah, it was so cool. And an hour and 30 minutes led up to the last 10 minutes of me liking the movie.
That reminds me of the first Godzilla. That whole
my god, dude. Freaking Zilla, dude.
For me and Juan,
Godzilla, it came out 2013, right?
14.
14? Man, I remember we were in high school when the trailer came out.
Yeah, I think so.
And me and you was like, damn, this movie's gonna get fucking lit, dude.
The first
we can't
trailer.
wait to watch it. And when we went to theaters, at the theaters,
we came out saying the trailer was the only hit.
And literally the trailer was literally every part of the movie where Zilla came out.
Pretty much.
The trailer was the entire movie, dude.
So some people did like it. I remember we brought it up with some of our other friends, and I was happy to hear that some people appreciated it, but I was a little bit wanting more Godzilla in that movie, because Godzilla, he fights. He can blow atomic breath. His spikes on his back they light
They
up. That's
light
such a
up
cool
blue.
effect.
Yeah,
His
it's really cool.
his roar. Okay, when he roars, that was such a cinematic, like, beautiful
That was in the
effect.
trailer.
That's what hyped me and Juan up
Yeah,
big
dude.
time, dude.
For like a good few months before it came out,
We'd replay that
we were
part,
like,
dude.
dog, this is like the $1 million scene right here, dude. When he like turn
Exact
around,
words, yeah.
his tail like smacks the fucking fog away.
Yeah.
And then he just comes up fucking like looking like a fucking meat ass boss, dude. And it just roars and shit. It's so sick. And literally, we watched the movie like we were just waiting for that part of the trailer to come out, and that was the entire movie, dude. From there on, it was just whack as fuck. Yeah.
It had for me and you, Juan, I think we agreed that it had too much of a human element story. The human element was overplayed.
Yeah.
And when you have a movie called Godzilla and you play more about the humans, it's just, for us, it didn't work.
But thank God, dude, the second part, King of the Monsters, was
That was probably one of my favorites,
yeah,
dude.
it's one of my favorites too.
The music,
Um,
the
the
background.
entire movie was great. Um, the third one that came out with King Kong versus Zilla,
Mm-hmm.
it was okay. I feel like Godzilla was just placed there because they had nothing else to bring up.
Uh-huh.
But I think if they would have just left King Kong, Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla,
Mm-hmm.
because the ending was my favorite part when
They team up.
when they teamed up. But just remove the fucking monkey and leave Zilla versus Mecha Godzilla. I think that would have been a hit for real, dude. I
Yeah.
think King Kong was just out of his element for real, like.
I think
And
mhm.
mind you, like my favorite animal, dude, I think literally is
The
the
silverback
fucking silverback. But I don't think a silverback against a fucking fire breathing dragon, dude, is
is much of a fight.
as much of a fight. Yeah, dude, what the fuck is a monkey gonna do? Punch his ass while he gets fucking flamed? There ain't shit. There ain't shit King Kong could throw at this motherfucker that's gonna save his ass. And he's lucky too, because he got fucked up twice. Once in
Oh
the
yeah.
water, and the only reason why he survived was because the fucking humans saved his ass. So here we go again, saving this fucking monkey. And then the second part where he gets fucked up is in the city.
Yeah.
And guess who saves his ass again? A human with a fucking explosion in his chest to give him like some type of CPR. Yeah, dude. I feel like that the third one was okay, but if it would have been Mecha Godzilla versus Godzilla,
Yeah.
that to me would have been a hit for
So
real.
they should expand on that, like, because the older ones, the older versions of Godzilla and versus Mechagodzilla. I mean, if they did that today, though, as beautifully as they've been doing the second and the third Godzilla movies, that the recent ones that have come out, yeah, you're right. I think it could be a really good hit
Yeah,
because.
like think of it this way. Let's say like in the very like the OG movies,
Mhm.
the Japanese get like they get fucked up by Godzilla, right? And then they built Mecha Godzilla to
Combat.
encounter to combat Godzilla. Let's say the storyline continued that way. Let's say in the United States or wherever or Japan, let's just continue
Facility.
it
Uh-huh.
like that, like the storyline.
Hmm.
Let's say Japan creates Mecha Godzilla, right?
They improve
And
it.
then they improve it and they fight against Godzilla. I think that would have been even better, dude.
Yeah.
Because I guess in the movie on the third one, the evil people or the people that are trying to like take over, because supposedly they want to make the world safer, blah blah blah, right? With the
Hmm.
giants. Nah, for these fools are trying to like blow up the fucking world with Mecha Godzilla and shit, but he just turns bad because they use the brain and the head
The old Ghidorah.
yeah, Ghidorah or whatever, the fucking 3-headed dragon and shit from King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they would have continued the storyline of how it was in the OG time,
Hmm.
I think it would have been better.
Yeah. So
Of
the
when like they fight, because the fighting scene was immaculate, dude. It was fucking sick, dude. And
I
fucking Mecha Godzilla even had like fucking
agree.
bombs and shit that would like shoot out of his
Yeah.
shoulder, and his tail would like spin and it had spikes and shit.
That thing lethal,
Damn,
fatal, dude.
dude, that shit is
Mecha
sick.
Godzilla is like super powerful, dude. Like Godzilla is like in for it. He was gonna run. What do you call that? What's the saying called? He was gonna get a run for his money with Mechagodzilla for
Yeah.
sure, dude. Because I think in the third one they kind of they the third one's brilliant, dude. I really love the third movie because they do a lot of fighting. It's not like the first one where it's just mostly about the human story. I
Uh,
think this is how they should have done it. I'm glad that they did do it like that in the third one. But the thing that I would try and say though is like I think probably with Mechagodzilla at the end, which I'm glad they included it, but I think that they kind of rushed creating Mechagodzilla in the third one a little bit. So
yeah.
that's probably why it felt.
And that's what I'm saying. I think they put too much of the monkey instead of like the actual storyline of Zilla.
Oh yeah.
Because King Kong was never in the OG storyline. Mothra was, Mecha Godzilla was, Godzilla's young. Remember?
Oh
There
yeah.
was like a mini version of Godzilla,
Hmm.
and there was another one. I forgot the monster.
There's a lot, dude. That's a whole universe.
Yeah, it is. But like I said, King Kong was never a part of it.
Actually, it was
Was it?
in the old ones. Yeah, the very old ones. There was some. Um, yeah.
Man, now I probably gotta look them up. But I doubt they were good, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
You'll be surprised if you actually because I did kind of see a little bit of it a
Did
while
you like
back.
it?
I didn't like I just saw bits and pieces.
Uh huh.
And back then one at that time, Godzilla had different powers. Like Godzilla could fly.
Dude, hey, on top of being like a gray and white film, dude, it
I think
was
he could fly.
great, dude.
Yeah,
They were good. Japanese animated too.
yeah,
They're good. Um, some of them are on Prime too.
yeah. I bet they
Yeah,
are
yep.
because
There's a lot
it's
of those Godzilla movies on Amazon Prime.
yeah. It
Um, most of them, I've seen a couple, but the one that I liked too was the 1990s film. I think it was like 95, ninety
oh
six.
the American edition.
Yeah, the American one
Oh okay okay
where
yeah.
he came out in New York and shit.
I never saw that one. I only saw bits and
Oh, you did
pieces.
it, dude. That was such a good movie. That was my favorite movie growing up. That one and Men in Black.
Excuse
I
me.
used to watch Men in Black all the time too.
I remember when they had Men in Black toys for like kids meals, like at Jack in the Box or McDonald's. I forgot from what, but
Yeah,
they had like
dude.
these little spy
Uh,
toys. It was
they did it with Monsters Inc. too.
oh they did.
Yeah, with Sally and the other one.
Oh yeah yeah.
Yeah, they have toys of that shit on when you buy like a Happy Meal.
Mm-hmm.
You'd get like a toy. You'd be like, oh, let's see what I got this time and shit.
I wonder why, because they don't really have toys like that anymore for kids meals. I don't think these days.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. Sometimes you get like a Pokemon.
Oh okay, they do still do a little something, but
Yeah, but it's not like how it used to be back in the day.
I feel like what we got when we were growing up was a lot more wholesome. Like what the cartoons did was it allowed more of the
The imagination to hit too, dude.
yeah, it was more like it was like imaginative evoking or something like that like
Yeah,
but
dude.
nowadays it's more I feel it's not the same like it was back then. um yeah
Man, dude, it's quite sad.
yeah
And now like there's so much like there's iPods, tablets, computers, iPhones. There's a variety of like technology that you can use that takes it away from like actually being a kid. Cause I'm pretty sure you did the same. I'd go outside. I'd be on the bike. I never skateboarded,
hmm
but I was always like on the bike. I'd play sports. I'd like go out and play in the dirt. I'd play with like little Hot Wheels.
hmm
I was always outside when I was a kid. Back when I used to live in San Gabriel,
yeah
I was always outside with my neighbors. Oh, and that was the best part. Like
hmm
our city block, well, our block where we would like live in our neighborhood.
hmm
I would know every kid there because we'd all go to the same school. We'd all walk to our elementary school,
oh wow
and I was there for like a year before I came over here
hmm
for middle school,
hmm
and I knew everybody in the block that I lived in, dude. Like when I was
Dang.
growing up, it was so cool, dude. We go to like one house and we'd play marbles, like I was telling you,
hmm
or we like show our collection of like Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Back then was a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because when I was growing up, that's the first show that I watched, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I started getting into Pokemon. But then like we like, hey, let's play in Jonathan's house today. We'll go play some football, play catch. We'd like fill up the street, not fill up, but like every kid that like was like living in that block, we'd like know each other. We'd like play baseball sometimes.
Yeah.
We'd throw the ball. We'd play anything we had. We'd play, dude. If we had a soccer ball, let's play soccer. Who has a football? Let's bring it out. We even tried playing hockey with like a fucking um what do you call it? Like a
Plastic something.
yeah, like a plastic bottle. We'd squish it
Yeah.
and then we use like some fucking broomsticks and shit
Wow.
and like play it.
That must have been.
Yeah,
That was creative
it
and
was
fun.
fun, dude. My childhood was great. Then I came up here and it was I met you guys,
But it wasn't the same, like,
but like
because
the way we had fun was a lot different because we like live far. Well, not me and you, but like other friends when we'd get together, we'd have to like get driven
yeah,
to like meet up, and like it was like we'd meet up like maybe like once every once in a while.
yeah,
But back then, I could just go to my neighbor's house and everybody would be there. But like back then, if I wanted to say what's up to a homie, I'd go to his house, I'd knock, I'd tell his parents if he'd come out, and he'd like come out and hey dude, let's hang out.
yeah.
That to me can never be beat, dude. Just the interactions that I have with like friends, like us, dude. Like whenever we wanted to meet, hey man, I'm gonna pull up to your house. I'd walk to your pad, or
Yeah.
you'd walk to mine. Even when we didn't have a whip to like drive.
Those are good moments for sure.
Yeah,
Dude.
dude,
Yeah.
they're the best, dude. Because on top of like meeting up with somebody that you want to meet up with,
Mm-hmm.
like just having the freedom of like doing that, right?
It's a very
And
pleasant surprise
it
when
is
you
like
come over.
it's a lot more pleasant to both people when like you show up and say what's up instead of like shooting a text message or like calling you and shit. Like, yeah, like it's cool when I get a call and like people are like checking up on me that I haven't talked to in a while.
Yeah.
But like I'd like it like if someone would like pull up, hey man, what's up? How you doing? It's been a while. How you been?
Like if you.
Oh, yes, dog.
That'd
I
be
need to make sure that shit don't pop on this, dog. Hell no. Stay your ass at home, boy.
So one is thinking about some other of his companion. Not all companions can bring pleasant surprises.
Hell no. Stay your ass at home, boy. I'm tired of that shit. You gotta watch out who your friends are, boy. Cause some of them, dog, you get mixed with the wrong party, you can't get rid of the ass, dog.
So you tell him you live in
So
somewhere
now
else
you
where
tell
you.
them that you live like in Utah and shit. Dog, hopefully he never sees that podcast because he's gonna get mad as fuck. I don't give a shit, but it's gonna be an unpleasant talk, dude.
That's a funny conversation sometimes.
Fuck it.
But
Man, I'm gonna cut all that shit out.
leave it, dog.
Ah,
The
fuck it,
viewers
I'ma leave
love
it for
real
the viewers.
talk
Yeah, y'all like drama, dog? Here's a good one.
for the views.
For the views. Man.
What would you
Oh,
do
man.
if you worked at Little C's Candy, Juan?
C's Candies, dog?
Yeah, it's actually over there.
I know. I was looking at it right now. That was like C's Candies, dude? I don't know, dude. I wouldn't work there because I cut it, dog. Fuck that. I'd probably eat the fucking candy. Customer would be like, where the hell's all the candy?
This chocolate over your mouth.
I feel like it'd be like an episode of Beavis and Butthead. I'm like eating it. I'm like, what?
Then they'll be like, can I talk to the manager? You'll be like,
Hey,
I'm
I
the
don't want to
assistant
see
manager.
that. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Anderson?
Yeah. Hey, pick your pants up, boy. I don't want to see that.
In the movie?
In the movie, dude. That was such a good movie.
That was funny.
Beavis and Butthead Do America. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, doing Beavis
Doing
and Butthead Do
America.
America.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
That
I
was-
think they were bringing it back.
Oh, well, they came up with another movie like a year or two ago.
I wonder if they're gonna bring the show back.
I think they, I think they are. I don't know if they brought more episodes or not. I'm not really following it closely, but
Yeah, me either. If I ever like feel like watching, I'll just watch like the older episode.
the fun, yeah, I love
They're like
Beavis and Butthead.
funny, dude. I love it. Beavis and Butthead is so great. And I remember you showed us a video of like somebody that tried to do a replica of Beavis and Butthead with like clay,
Uh huh.
and they look fucking hideous, dude. Remember?
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
like 3D animated with clay.
yeah.
They looked fucking hideous, dude. That shit looked like a horror movie, dog.
Dang, yeah. They're meant to just be on 2D animation.
Yeah, dog. They were meant to just be on MTV, and that was it. Man, yeah, Beavis and Butthead was a good show.
It's
Did you ever
hilarious.
watch the Boondocks?
No, I never,
You
never.
never watched the Boondocks?
No,
The
never.
Boondocks was a Futurama.
Bits and pieces of Futurama.
Yeah.
Some of the parts that I seen were funny. I think.
Mm. Family Guy or like South Park. I think
Nah,
South Park was like a good show that I really liked.
you like South Park?
Yeah, it was really funny.
I never watched South Park.
Family Guy too. But what I didn't like is well, I mean, to each their own. But I didn't like how they were like making bits and stuff off Family Guy. Like they made a American Dad, and
Oh,
they made the Cleveland Show,
hmm,
and I don't know. I feel like they were just trying to make something out of like what was already great.
hmm.
I think they should have just kept it on their own. You know.
Because it's very much of a classic, I guess, or
Yeah,
something.
because you can't compare of like one character only being the main person instead of all of them. Because on Family Guy, they're all like the main characters and all together like do a good combination.
Hmm.
But when it's just one, like like the Cleveland Show
Uh huh.
or American Dad, it's not. I don't like it.
Okay.
And I watched plenty of both, all three shows, and Family Guy is a great hit. Like The Simpsons, dude.
Hmm.
If they ever did like Bart Simpson only,
Hmm.
that'd be the dumbest shit ever.
I think a little bit different. I think because I can because I don't really watch Family Guy. I've the some of it that I've seen is funny and cool, but I'm not really close. I don't really. I'm not that in depth with Family Guy, but with like The Simpsons, I'm not. I'm more in depth with The Simpsons than Family Guy, but
Yeah, dude, The Simpsons is the OG, dude.
yeah.
They go way back, dog.
But I feel like if they had like a
Like a separate
extension,
show for like
Bart Simpson or
Bart
something.
Simpson and his sister and Maggie and all that.
Hmm.
You'd like watch it. I wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like them together makes it a good story already.
Yeah.
I feel like, but one person by himself, I don't
Like,
think I'd like get interested.
like, could you see like the adventures of Bart Simpson and Millhouse?
Maybe like a movie,
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, that would
but
actually be a
I
good idea.
wouldn't like watch like episodes. I don't think. I don't think I'd get into it. It would have to be really really good.
Mm.
It would have to have like a story based like Bart Simpson, like not grown up, but like Bart Simpson moves
Did you
or
watch?
like I don't know, like something cool.
Well, okay, yeah. It kind of depends on how the creators can actually do a good spin off.
Yeah, they'd have to make a good spin off.
So the other thing is like, okay, did you ever watch Jimmy Neutron?
A little bit of it.
Because they had a offshoot. I think is the term. I'm not sure, but they also did I could maybe spin off is the right term, but with Sheen, one of Jimmy Neutron's friends. Sheen, do you remember Sheen?
Yeah, I remember Sheen.
He had his own show.
Really?
Hmm. And
I didn't even know that.
I didn't really, I wasn't able to really get into it. I was in high school when it came out, I think, but um, Jimmy Neutron was just like you. I kind of relate to you, like the way you feel about Family Guy,
Uh huh.
and then you got the Cleveland Show and the other American Dad. I feel kind of similar with Jimmy Neutron and Sheen because I didn't feel like I think the creators the where they were taking the spinoff with Sheen, it just didn't. To me, it didn't really hit home or anything like that. Like
Yeah, it wasn't like like thing you'd be like, yeah, I can't wait to watch it when I get home.
yeah, I think it kind of fell kind of short. Unfortunately,
uh,
they could have. Because what's cool about Jimmy Neutron to me, the main character of Jimmy Neutron's show, Jimmy Neutron, he's always creative. He's smart. You know, he's an inventor. So you can like really expand. The creators really expanded on that. And then with Sheen, his character, he's like not the brightest.
he's the dumbass in the group.
Yeah, and he's kind of funny, but um, they just didn't really the character development isn't that in depth. You know, I don't think.
Yeah.
So that's where they kind of come short, I think.
Oh yeah. Dude, part 4 is lit,
We're
dude.
starting to master podcasting.
We're
dude.
gonna master podcasters.
I wonder how many other people.
Podcasts. Podcasters, podcast is the podcasters of podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like Dr. Seuss is rubbing off on you a little bit.
Fuck Dr. Seuss.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm just playing. Dr. Seuss is cool. I like the books of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, I like them too.
Yeah, they were really good. Well, as a kid, you know.
Do you remember any books that you would read when you were in elementary school, like in the beginning, when you'd go to the library as a kid, like first, second grade, maybe, or even kindergarten? Do you remember any books?
I don't. Well, actually, what I liked a lot more was comics back in the day when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I still like comics today. I have a few comics. Oh, I actually got to show you. I have a few comics from Marvel.
Damn.
I have Venom. I have like 3 Venom comics that I have
Dude.
at home. Yeah, and I also have a big comic book off of the Joker and Batman.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I got to show you so you can see them. I'll bring them next time.
That's a whole nother world we can explore. Is comic books?
Yeah, I love comic. Well, I don't. I like comic books. I have an interest in comic books, but they get deep, dog. From like manga to like different types of
DC
like
comics.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts when you get into that realm of like
I like
comic books.
I kind of grew up watching a little bit more DC than Marvel. I never really grew up watching a whole lot. Like I love Spider-Man, especially the one that's the animation from like the 90s, I think, the late 90s.
Yeah.
I love that one. But other than that, like as far as Marvel, I didn't really care for it a whole lot. I do like some characters, but
yeah, I'm the same way. I like a lot of characters. My favorite, of course, dude, is Venom. I feel like Venom's like super sick, dude. The look, his background, dude, is sick, dude.
Okay.
Super tight. I like the whole Spider-Man universe, but did you ever watch the Venom movies 1 and 2?
I think just the first one I watched most of it, not the whole thing, and the second one I didn't see the whole thing. I think I watched bits and pieces.
Oh, we need to watch it, dog. We could do a movie night, dude. We could watch both. I love both movies.
And podcast
They're really, podcast it, dude. Podcast both movies.
Well, people do reactions, you know, like on
they'll do. We could do reactions of some skits and stuff. There's a whole bunch of like small or short animations of like fighters and like comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we could do a couple of them videos.
Yeah.
And some shorts are like 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
They're really good.
We could do that.
Yeah. What I want to do, I haven't gone to like a comic book store.
Yeah.
That just sells nothing but comics and figurines and shit like that. I haven't been to one yet, and I want to. I haven't like searched for it, you know.
Right. I think they're out there. Just don't know where they are and stuff. But
yeah, they're out there for sure though. Actually, when I used to go to the swap meet a lot more up here, there was like some stands that would have like comic books that would like be like sealed.
Yeah.
And they have like a rating because they like send them out to get it.
Oh, I see.
And they come back like they're like 8.5, 9.5, and they like sell them for like money.
Oh, okay.
But I understand like they're trying to get money off it, but for me, I don't care about that. Like I just want to read it. Like I just want to see it.
Yeah, and enjoy it.
But they'll be like, "Oh, this is like in good condition." This and that. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit, dude. Like,
let me just read the book.
Let me read it, dude. Like, let me buy it off for like $20, and they're like selling them for like 60, 100, 120.
Damn.
And
120?
Yeah, some comic books go for like a lot of money, dude.
Wow, because it's a collector's thing.
It's a collector's item, yeah. And some that are like interesting to me. Like I look at the cover, I'm like, oh, this thing looks badass, dude. And some are like from the Hulk, some are from Spider-Man, some are like, you know, different characters and stuff like that. But when you like ask for the price or like ask for like the background or if they have any more. They'll be like, "Oh, this is the top seller one. This is the one I have,"
Try to sell you.
and they'll like try to like upsell you, dude, because they're like they know that you don't know much. And that happened to me one time where they were like, "Oh, dude, this is a good one, dude. If you buy this, you won't regret it. Over $100." Still, like, nah, dude, you're over. You tripping, dog. I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm buying like something that's like OG, anyways.
Yeah, you could care
Like, yeah,
less.
I don't care. Like, rip up the fucking plastic that's over that shit. I don't give a shit, dude. Like, keep it if you want. Like,
Like I would like to try and create my own comic,
oh, that'd be cool.
because you can. I actually did do a little bit of that, like myself,
Uh huh.
like drawing, and then coming up with the story, the character. It's fun doing. To me, it's such a creative, enjoyable, pleasant, creative process that you can do, because you're completely creating you're like making your imagination become reality in a sense.
Uh
When
huh.
you're like, as far as like making like a comic, because you're creating your own character or characters, background stories.
Yeah,
That's something that I think I want to kind of
that'd be
get
cool,
into.
dude.
Yeah.
We could, dude.
Yeah. Would you want to?
Hell yeah, I'd help you, dude. With the especially if you get a like into like how you were saying you want to get into classes of animation.
Hmm.
Oh, dude, 100%. I'll help support it.
That'd be lit,
That'd be
dude.
cool, dude. Create your own character and do your different like backgrounds into it. And what's cool is when you create something like that,
Hmm.
you can like make the background be like he came from like a different universe or a different galaxy. Came down, and now he has superpowers he didn't even know of. Now he's venturing his superpowers.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's so many like ideas you can bring up
And create,
and create like while
and then
like
share
making
it
this character. Yeah, dude, and next thing I know, like his background, like he has somebody he never knew that was in his family comes up, and now like they're like superpower buds or whatever. Like, there's so many things you can do.
And you know what? Now that I think of it, that could be like another little like source of income, actually, if you create your own little comic series.
dude,
Because
dude, we're
because
about to be rich.
because people would gonna like to see like the artwork, the same way that we're talking about like Star Wars and stuff like that, how they have their own
Yeah.
worlds, universes,
Uh-huh.
character developments, all those things.
It appeals the mind, dude.
Yeah, it really does.
It's very appealing, like how we were talking about Pokemon cards. How
Hmm.
you're like, dude, look at it, like there's like a
A little world that you're looking
yeah,
into.
and yeah, I feel it, dude. Like there's a whole bunch of people that like that, dude. You know, there's you'll for sure help people out for sure. And no matter what activities you do, as long as you like do it
Hmm.
and like you show the world what you can do in your creativity, there'll be more than one person that'll be like, man, like this editor Alex is freaking sick, dude. One day I want to be an editor like him, dude. And
Or
you'll
work
make
for him.
another, and yeah, I want to work for him so he could make millions off of me and shit. One day, dog,
Off
you'll
the
have somebody that says that shit to you. Dog, I can't wait to make millions for you, Alex.
I
Let
was
me just work for you for free.
something that's interesting too. One is like I remember hearing that. I don't remember the names of this individual, but he's I think from Japan, I think, and he was making he was getting really good at making, I think, like anime or manga or something like that.
Uh huh.
And his family, especially his dad in particular, wanted him to go to school, become a doctor, and just live off like that.
Uh huh.
But he was getting really good at he didn't really have a big interest in the medical field that his dad wanted him to pursue,
That
and was
sucks,
pushing
dude.
on him. Yeah, but
Especially when you're like, because I'm cutting you off over here, dude. But it sucks when like your family wants you to do something, but you're like,
not interested in it.
dog, I don't even give a shit about it, dude. The only reason why I'm even trying because you're telling me to fucking do
it so
it.
his family was like kind of talking about him, like, hey, how is he gonna make a living or money or survive off of just drawing these comic books. But he was getting so good and successful at it, I think, that his dad couldn't believe that he could even, like, you know be a successful comic book creator, I guess, or manga creator.
hmm
But he had such a interest in it, such a hunger for creating that that manga or whatever. That I think he did. I don't remember the end story, but I think he ended up doing really well, and made it really well for himself. That the that creating manga um, actually became a fitting substitute in place of him becoming a doctor instead. So.
That's good, dude.
Hmm.
Cause man, dude, it sucks to work somewhere you hate. Like you have no interest in it, but you're doing it because somebody's telling you to do it.
Especially if it's your parents,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, just like man, I don't want to say no, but damn, this job sucks. Dude, that sucks, dude, for real.
Sometimes it works, but I mean, not all the
Nah,
time,
dog. I'd
dude.
rather fucking trade in the fucking money for my happiness, dog.
Yeah.
I'd rather be happy than fucking have the money. But yet again, having money could make me happy. So, hey, somebody give me millions, I'll be a doctor. Shit, man, dude. Yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say?
Something about the comics.
Oh yeah, dude. That's such a big like industry. Like you ever heard of Comic Con and all that shit, dude?
Oh
It's
yeah.
so big that they like even like
Have events and stuff
yeah,
like
they
that.
have events and they're like how do you say when they like pay for people to come out because they make like movie like the Avengers and shit like that.
Uh huh.
Comic Con does that shit too, dude. Like they're like man, what's that thing called? Not advertise, but like you know how like they'll like pay for these actors to come out
Uh huh.
and they'll like introduce themselves and they'll talk about the movie they're in and it's all in Comic Con.
Mhm.
Even even games do this too,
Mm.
where they're like where like let's say the new Call of Duty comes out and the people that voice the actors or the people that are in
Characters.
the characters that are in the game, they'll like pay them money to come out and just speak, dude.
Mm.
Like you ever seen videos of I know GTA 5 came out like 2013 I think. But dude, like that game is still making like millions, dude. Like fucking so much money, dude. I think in the first like few weeks, or I don't know if it was like in the first few, but it was like really early on of when the game came out.
Mhm.
They made their first billion, dog.
What, GTA?
Yeah, GTA 5 made like a billion in like I think it was like less than a week.
Dang, because it's
Can
just
you
so.
imagine, dude?
Yeah.
And well, Comic Con and like these other places that do like games and shit like that.
Mhm.
They paid for the voice actors that did Michael, Trevor, and Franklin.
Mhm.
They paid them money to just come out and speak
Wow.
because they're so like the voice actors are so like
Popular.
popular because of the game that they were like, yeah, y'all need to come out and just talk to these fans and shit,
And make some money.
make some fucking millions and shit. But that's really cool. That's one of the things I want to do, like Comic Con and another one where they show like pre-release games that are coming out.
Mhm.
They do another one for games too. I
Real,
want to do that.
real quick, you can draw, can't you? I think.
A little bit, but it's been a long time. I used to draw when I was in high school a little bit.
I think I remember that. I think I remember you drawing things too. Like I'm
Yeah,
pre-
I used to draw a little bit back then, but I kind of stopped, so I'm probably like terrible at it now.
I'm gonna tell you that it does take some patience, dude, to draw
It
and to take the
does.
time. But I mean, if you start enjoying it, like especially like if you make, for me, what I experienced when I was starting to kind of like make my own little comic a little bit,
Hmm.
uh, because the character development gets so, you could kind of get hooked to creating it, and forming it, fashioning it, the character,
Yeah,
the
especially if you
world.
like create it from scratch, dude.
It starts getting what do you call it?
It'll be like it's
Pleasing
a
or becomes more
yeah, it's
pleasant.
like a life, a second life you're living
Yeah.
because of that character that you're like making. So it's like a second life for you. You're like, oh man, like what else?
Yeah. Some
What else? What else? What else? Oh, this and that. You start adding more creativity into the drawings, and yeah, like back then I used to draw a little bit, but I stopped ever since I got out of high school, and I didn't do it no more. I was trying to get into like what is it? Not painting, but you know when you like hook up an air compressor
hmm
and you're doing
Oh,
like
spray paint.
yeah, not spray painting. It's
Graffiti?
no 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 not graffiti. It's man, what is it called, dude?
Aerosol? I don't know.
Aerosol.
I don't know what the aerosol is, but it sounds like
Man,
something like
I
that.
forgot, but it's something to do with painting though. Like you hook up spray
Mm-hmm.
with like a compressor. You just psh, 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 psh. You start painting that way. I forgot what it's called, but I never got into it. I never purchased the stuff that I needed. I just never did it. And maybe it would have been cool, but nah, I never pursued it after. So I'm pretty sure that's like nothing I would have continued on proudly if even if I would have bought the items that I needed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, comic books is cool as hell, dude. Especially when you like a certain character. Like me, I feel like Venom's like one of my favorite ones. Superman's cool too, but nah, Venom's super tight, dog. The way he looks, like I said, the story that he comes in is super cool. And then once you start getting into like the comic books and you start reading like the action that they go through and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it's so cool, dude.
Wow.
And especially if you like collect hard book copies,
Uh-huh.
like the illustrations and the art that's on the fucking books is fucking sick, dude.
Let's talk about some of the powers that Venom has that you know about. I know he's got like the tendrils. He's
Uh
got
huh. So
super strength.
yeah, so like Superman, um, I think one of the well, it's a weakness, but something that's like really noisy
Mm-hmm.
is like one of his weaknesses. Like remember in
Sound.
Spider Man,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like remember when he hit the fucking metal bars and shit,
Son yeah.
and it was like the noise. I forgot what it is, but it like make him like really weak.
That's his kryptonite.
Yeah, but the strong part of him would be like he'd like be able to like fix himself. He'd be able to heal himself. The
Like
host that he'd be attached on,
it gets to get healed.
yeah, he like heal him if he like broke his back or whatever. He like heal it. Another thing is he can make weapons out of anything.
He can heal because is it because he's like a symbiote? So there's like I don't
Uh
know,
huh.
probably has like something to do with his
And
cells or something.
the symbiotes they get crazy, dog. Like, oh, you said you watched a little bit. Did you see like the other symbiotes that came from like different planets
Oh, if we're talking about from the
from the
movie,
movies?
I know that.
They get crazy, dude.
Wow.
Especially in the comics,
Yeah.
they get super nuts, dude. They like come looking like fucking aliens, but like with like super armor and shit.
Man.
And he's just like a regular like fucking symbiote. He's like,
Venom.
yeah, where it's even comical too. Like on the comic books too, he'd be like, our percentage rate of like winning is almost
Oh,
0.1%.
he says it.
Yeah, he says it in the comic books too.
Yeah, I like how he says it because he's like I remember I could see him saying that in the movie because I watched part of that movie and
He's like, Eddie, I gotta let you know, our percentage rate of winning is like under 0.1%. And it's like 99% is like
it,
complete failure, dude.
he says it like
Yeah,
he
it's
says
really funny.
he says it like he still plans on going through with it anyways.
Yeah, like fuck it, let's do it. We got nothing to lose, so let's fucking do it. And Eddie's in the movie. He's like, "All right, well, fuck it, let's do
Yeah,
it.
might as well just do
Let's
it.
do it." And he starts
Get it
cracking
over
his
with.
neck, and they go and fucking fuck up the other symbiotes. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'll like next time we meet up, I'll bring the comic books so you can see them.
bring it,
They're really
dude.
cool. The Joker one's really cool. The one that I have is called Killing Batman. I think that's the one I have.
That's probably Joker's dream, dude.
Yeah, Joker Killing Batman. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
I'm not too sure, but it's close to that, and it's really good. It's
Mm,
really really good. I like it a lot. I've read it once, well, a couple times, and I would read it sometimes when I like go to work.
mm-hmm.
I like take it with me and I like read it a little bit. But mind you, like the comics, they're like there's not too much reading. It's just like little like sentences and shit. Like
That's what's cool
boom,
about it.
bow.
That's what I like about
So
comic books is because it my attention spans can it's always like just kind of jumping from here to there sometimes.
yeah.
In the comic book, when you just read little things like that, it kind of like it's actually nice, because you don't have to read like a
Yeah,
whole
you put your
page.
imagination to work too,
Hmm.
because you're like picturing how the fight is, and when that little description of the art, you're like, oh shit, he's getting attacked. What's next? Oh, this happened. Oh shit, this, that. That's what makes it really interesting to me
And the
too.
art with it too. That
Yeah, you like kind of make your mind go into this deep thought of imagination of what happens next or what's going on.
yeah.
It's really cool. Another superpower that Venom has is, let's see. I know he doesn't like shoot webs like he does in Spider Man.
But he uses his tendrils like Spider-Man uses his webs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is like
to
pretty
swing to huff.
crazy.
Yeah.
He'll like try to like swing and shit on him.
Doesn't he have like speed too? He doesn't move like really fast or
So,
something.
yeah, super strength, speed, but he's not like the Flash. He's just faster than most.
Because I think I remember a part in the movie. I think it's the first one where he's going like up against the SWAT team in like a factory or something,
Hmm.
abandoned factory warehouse. But he's like fighting in the dark, but he moves like so fast. I think in that scene.
Yeah,
So I think he has like he's not of course he doesn't have flash speed, but I think he's got like some super speed too though.
yeah. Just think of like the Hulk.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Hulk can
Yeah,
run
he's
pretty
like the
fast and
Hulk.
stuff. Yeah.
Just
Let
he's
me let's look
yeah.
up real quick because I think that'd be kind of interesting to dive into his what do you call it, bio or something,
Biohazard.
bio powers. What
Dude.
are
Oh, dude, I can't wait, dude. On the PC, I have a few games of Resident Evil.
yeah?
I'm gonna record them so I can put them on the YouTube, dude. It's gonna be freaking cool, dude. The first one I'm gonna play is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna record myself playing it. Hell yeah, dude!
And
I'm gonna
hype it
post
up,
it. Hell
D.
yeah, I'm gonna put it on the podcast and everything. I'll let y'all know how that goes, and if y'all want to tune in into the YouTube videos, it's gonna be coming up soon because I already have the games.
Hmm.
I just gotta find out how to like record it and all that.
Yo, see, I knew Venom has a lot of powers. Typically characters do in the fantasy world, but so he can camouflage. Of course, we said superhuman strength, genetic memory, telepathy, body chemistry manipulation,
Hmm.
power cloning, symbiote assimilation, webbing generation. Let me look up. Let me see if Venom can shoot. Oh, it says. I think this is like regarding his tendrils, but it says Venom can shoot strands of the alien substance in the form of webbing at high pressure up to a distance at 70 feet. That's what it says from some source. Anyways,
Some source.
uh, webbing generation, superhuman durability, regenerative healing factor, shape
Yeah.
shifting, superhuman stamina, digital immersion, and regeneration.
Well, we gotta wrap this up.
I think we did pretty good today on
Hell
this
yeah.
podcast, dude. We're a lot more
Woo.
calm in this one compared to episode 3.
Yeah, the other ones we get super hyped up and we're like, whatever comes to mind, we'll do
Yeah,
it.
but this I think what started off this podcast really good was the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, dude.
From there, we just explored the whole.
I'm gonna keep buying some more Pokemon cards and I'll like open them in like our podcast.
Okay.
And hopefully one day like I'll have enough to like make a full video
Hmm.
and I'll like open them one day on the YouTube video. So make sure you guys stay tuned in if you guys want to watch us unbox some Pokemon cards. I'm also gonna do some gameplay too, hopefully soon
Okay.
on the YouTube channel. You guys can also follow us on the Instagram. Made an Instagram page. You guys can follow us on the link. I have a couple links on the YouTube channel as well as the Instagram for like the podcast. And the podcast doesn't have the links, then you can just look us up on YouTube. Um, anything else you want to? Oh, we can sign off actually by saying a quick prayer.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
So
in the
before
name.
we start, oh sorry. Um, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast, and we're gonna end it with a quick prayer.
All right.
In the name of the Father, the
Father,
Son,
Son,
and the
the
Holy
Holy
Spirit.
Spirit.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Blessed Mother, for another great day, giving us another chance to um, just enjoy a good day.
Yeah. Thank you so much for letting us get together. It's late. We enjoyed every little minute of making this podcast, and hopefully it's enjoyable for the viewers as well. Hopefully our viewers are doing good. Hopefully they get blessed, and we can continue this journey in our podcast. Anything else you want to add?
I second everything you say, and yeah, God bless our viewers. God bless your family, Juan, my family,
Thank you, man. Same to you.
and I'm really really thankful to God. Very grateful to be able to do this. This is like such a blessing, actually, to do something so simple, so enjoyable, and the possibilities that this can take us is it looks really bright, and I enjoy being grateful for that.
Hmm.
Thank you, dear Jesus. Thank
Thank
you, all of
you.
heaven. Amen.
Amen.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy
Holy
Spirit.
Spirit. Amen.